Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a really special thing because I'm gonna make two videos. This one is gonna be in English, and because I'm getting a lot of requests for Slovenian videos as well. Don't worry if you're not too skilled with English, I'm gonna make a video in Slovenian as well. And the reason why I'm doing two videos because this is gonna be one of the most valuable videos that I could possibly make. It's gonna be valuable for people that are already in the market, that are already in Bitcoin. It's gonna be valuable for people that are not in the market. Basically, for all of you, this is a really good video, and you're gonna see why. And also, it's gonna be a bit different because I'm gonna ask you to not be passive and just look at me what I'm doing, but I'm also gonna ask you to pretend that you know how to trade and to do a few tricks that Wall Street, big players are doing. All right. So first, the risk disclaimer. This is only educational video. This is not a signal. If you are trading, trade with what you can afford. I'm not responsible in any way for your trades. You can have a read of this. So now that you're done with that, we can go. And for, as I said, I want you to be active today with me. So, okay. Usually I have my whole charts set up. I have them all nice and set. But today I'm gonna ask you to do some charts with me as well. So just go to TradingView if you've never been before. Go to tradingview.com and yeah, for those who are like really already like doing charts and all, just maybe first 2 minutes won't be too interesting. But believe me, even for you, all of you who are experienced traders, and for those who are not experienced, this is going to be really valuable. So type in Bitcoin USD, and I prefer Bitfinex. To choose Bitfinex because they have a huge volume, and also because I trade there. But yeah, let's just agree that it's Bitfinex. It can be Bitstamp or any of the other that are big. It doesn't really matter. So you have this open up. Go to interactive chart. So now, from now on, even if you're a big trader, you know you're experienced. Just follow my steps. I'm just gonna clean up this chart a little bit. Usually I have opened the chart and it's all nice, but I want you see the same that I do. I just close that. It doesn't really matter. We have this volume here. It won't really matter. So you can go up here and just close this. And now, okay, so there are a lot of speculations. Why is this going on? What is happening with Bitcoin? All these theories. I don't even want to go into that. Like Korea want to go out, China want to ban it, or then another one that Tether is not supported by dollars, and all this. What it is, simply, what I think it is, it's basically big players enter the market. Last month, Chicago and J.P. Morgan. Before that, there were some suspicious. Anyhow, the big players enter the market and they want to make money out of you. Okay, they call this dumb money. I know it sounds harsh, but they call this dumb money. Dumb money. Dumb money. This is how they call you, right? You and me. It's not your neighbor, Jack. It's not your uncle. It's not me. It's not anybody else who's making the market. It's those big players that came in and they want to make money. And now, if you're wondering, how can they make money if the Bitcoin is going down? Exactly right. They can short the market and they're making money while the rest of us, is panicking and can't sleep and are just, so what do we do? And then selling in panic. So they're taking advantage of that, right? So there was a little bit of hype there, and every time there's a parabolic move up, what that means is just like extreme movement up. you know, this is to follow, and now they are making big money when everybody else is following. So now for this video, I want you to pretend that you are one of them, right? Because the way to make money in trading is to trade with the money. So what do I mean with that? If the big money is going up, and here it was going up, obviously, because there was such a big hype behind it, that everybody was throwing money in, money in, money in, and now the big players said, you know what, we're going out, and you see these big red candles, all right, this is when the start to turn. So for now, I want you to imagine that you are one of those big players from Wall Street, and you have at least 100 million, or maybe you have like $500 million, and you want to think like they do, all right? So when it comes to situations like this, you want to think like how they think, all right? So, okay, we already understand that they are making money when this is going down. Okay, that's fine. But, you know, and the small traders, you know, we look at support and resistance and this and that. I'm going to tell you what is important for the big players, okay? So, follow me with this one. You might be experienced trader, you might be totally new. It's really simple. Go to indicators, moving average, and you have few of them. So click moving average once and then twice, because we'll need two of them. So do it twice, and if this is too fast, you can pause the video and go trade again. And then you have, these are the two moving averages here. So you have, and we'll just change the settings. So we were already speaking, if you were following my channel, we were speaking that 50 moving average is the most important one. So just set this, instead of 9, set it to 50. So I don't need to go into too much of details what 50 moving average is. Basically, it just averages the price of the last 50 days. That's it. Okay. And the big players, this is what they're looking. So 50 moving average and 200 moving average. And now you're sorted. Easy, right? So these two lines, these are the most two important lines in trading, especially if you're a big trader and you're looking at from a perspective, okay? So what happened yesterday? As you see, this moving average start angling down, which indicates that we are in a downtrend. And when that happens, I'll need you to do another thing with me and follow me back to 2013. Okay, and why am I going there? Okay, this 2000 is, well, you'll see soon enough, all right? Or actually, you could see it here as well, but I'll go to 2013 because it will be really clear. You could go in different different times, whatever, about 2013. It's the nicest, it's the closest to what is happening right now. Okay. Right, so here we are. We have these two lines. We are in 2013, and maybe this looks a bit similar to what is going on with the Bitcoin right now, isn't it? Maybe, okay, this was even more explosive. The move up was even more explosive, but the principle, I want you to understand a few things here. So as you can see here, 50 moving average. So I'll actually just put a different color to it. So I don't know, let's make it this looks nice. Okay, you won't be able to see it really good if I put it in that color, I think. So I'll put it blue, and I'll put the other one red because it's kind of like, it's really obvious. Okay, so what's happening now? This moving average starts to angle down. Okay, so what are the big players now? Me and you, now all of us, we are big players. We have 500 million. We have like big accounts, and now we're looking at this Bitcoin, and we're already short, so we're already making money. But now we think, okay, what do we do to make even more money? And once the 50 moving average starts to angle down, as it did now, yesterday, then, so first, the big players, they're looking at 50 moving average, but now they're looking at 200 moving average. So what's gonna happen in next few days is price is gonna go to 200 moving average, and it is gonna bounce off like here. And once that happens, 50 moving average was a resistance before, but now will become a was a support before. Sorry, was a support here. You know, if you follow the price back there, you can practice this. But now it was a support before. Now it will become resistance because it's angling down. So this will happen to Bitcoin. This is my prediction, and so far I've been quite accurate with my predictions. If you were following me, actually, really, I was really on spot with all my predictions so far. Just that the timing timing sometimes wasn't right. But the thing is that these markets move so fast that, like, after I put the video on, so many things can change. But with this one, this is kind of like, it's not in a rush. This will take few days or even weeks to play out, so that this will be valid even if you're looking this. So today it's 23rd of January, 10:42, and even if you're looking this few days down the line, this will still be valid, okay? Whereas a few of my videos that I did were really like in the spot right there and there, okay? So if you were looking at it's too late. I mean, you can understand the principle that I'm talking about, but the price action might move, okay? So, but this one, it's kind of like a longer term, because this will take a few days. All right, so what is going to happen now? So as we see, 200 moving average, and we go up to 50. So I really want you to remember this, and we'll do the same thing with the price right now. And yeah, and then the Bitcoin in 2013 went into a big correction. But okay, let's just see on the way back if in the history of Bitcoin, we only came to this line 50 moving 200 moving average twice. But the thing is, now we are in a big downswing, and this is the next line that we're going to. Okay, so why am I making this video? Why am I making you putting these lines in? Is this a little bit terrifying? Yes, it might be, but this is where we're heading. We're heading towards this red line. And of course, this will go slowly up, and this won't just go down in one swing, although I think one swing will happen today. I'll be trading that for sure, but I want to make money. I want to make this video for those of you who are not active every day. This is like for a few weeks down the road, okay? This is gonna take some time to take shape. So price is gonna gravitate towards 200 moving average, and once this happens, the big players are gonna come in and shoot the price up to where? To 50 moving average, to this line. And what's gonna happen then? We're gonna go down again. This is my prediction. I think, like, by now, I think you're just fooling yourself if you think that this is not a downswing. This is a downswing. And if you want my explanation, first is psychology. Yeah, like, it's kind of like psychology of mass psychology. The thing is, there are so many unexperienced traders and investors in this market that for big players to exploit them, it's easier to make panic. and we had this big move, and it's only natural. This happens in trading all the time. This is not something unusual. Prices go up, and if it's not sustainable, if it doesn't, it tried to bounce off. You can see that it tried to bounce off quite a few times. One, twice, like 3, 4, and then it went down, but it's still kind of, and then it acted as a resistance. You see, it couldn't go through. So 50, we're so far from 50 moving average that it's not valid anymore. So we're looking at 200, because this is what the big players are looking at. Okay, 250, most important lines, and like I can go into shorter time frames, and there are so many red flags that I'm seeing. If you saw my picture on Twitter, I put in the Elliott waves that put an like really nice explanation of this, really nice, and it was spot on basically. I could go through it again, but I want to keep this short. So if you haven't seen this, I put this into waves, and I said that we're going in a 5th corrective wave. And if you haven't seen that, I would strongly recommend doing so. You can go to my Twitter. The picture is there, but I'll just put in the most relevant one. So what's happening now? And if you don't know what Elliott wave is, it's just how the market moves. Okay, so we're gonna, this 5 down is going towards, I'm gonna make this bigger, is going to that 200 moving average. This is my prediction. So far I was correct. I said here 5 hours before this crash down, I told you, I warned you this might crash down if we broke this. Then we came here, I said on Facebook, I see a reversal signal, this is going up. Then I said this is going down here. I was a bit early to call this. Then the price action went a bit higher, because I thought this is like this, went higher, and now it's selling off. And we're going deep down towards 200 moving average. And we have to stay in the daily chart to see that, okay? And if you want another kind of like guidance, I mean, there are so many reasons why I think like I'm so confident this is going up. Next thing is that, okay, there was a shift in momentum up. Okay, so you might see this as well, because I have my other. I have account there, but the free account to signing up. Okay, so you have to sign in. Looks like it. I am already signed in the other account, but I want you to see this as a new trader. So yeah, you'll just have to sign in, and I'll have to go to my chart. Sorry about that. I'm not making an account now, so just go here. It's where I'm usually at. So yes, this is the same. It's just the black. Okay, so it's 200. So look at this area, all right? And I was talking with a friend of mine here on Monday. Last Monday I was talking with him, and when we bounced off, and I said, you know what, we bounced off 9,300, but the problem there was that this support was not too strong. This support was not too strong, because when I'm looking at the strong support areas, I'm looking at prices where they act as a support, as a resistance, so it couldn't go through, and it went down, and it acted as a resistance, and then it broke through, and it acted as a support. So this line is really powerful. Okay, this, you can type it in your little chart there. So it's around. And these are zones. Also yesterday, if you were following me, I said this, we're going down to 10,000. Okay, we went to 10,070. So when I say this, like prices, understand these are zones. Okay, so if I say 7,800, these are zones. So that means it could be like 100 or 200 before, or 100 or 200 after. but this aligns beautifully. Okay, this strong support, and I was drawing this 1 week ago because this was the only kind of like tangible support here, reliable. The other one was the word tangible. So we have this alignment here of a support of 200 moving average, which we said now is the most important line to watch. I know it's scary because it's far down, but we're gonna bounce off strongly up. Okay, once we bounce off, we're gonna go back to 50 moving average, all the way up down up there to 14,000s, and then down again. So buy. This is what I'm doing. This is not a signal. This is what I'm doing. And I know this is going to be the most profitable trade I ever did. I'm going to buy. I'm going to go up. Buy. Sell. So this is for you who are not in the market or who are in the market and want to do a trade. And what about those who are already in the market and, you know, want to sell or want to this, don't know what to do? Wait for this bounce and sell here, right? If you're already holding whatever the cryptocurrency you have, is it Hive, is it Ethereum, is it Ripple, is it Bitcoin, is it whatever it is, when this bounces off the 50 moving average, this is my view, this is gonna be the last selling point when you can still take out your profits, because they were just going down again. Because this is a strong resistance now. The thing is, after a dip like this, there's so many resistances that price has to go through that you really need something really strong to push this up. And the only thing that can push this up at this moment are the big investors, but those big investors are coming in for the short gains to take advantage of the dumb money. Okay, and this is you and me. I know it sounds harsh, but this is how they make their money. Okay, I hope I was clear with my video. I'm gonna make this in Slovenian as well. Keep posted. Actually, I have another thing, another indicator that supports this idea. Yeah, you don't have to do this, but I'll do it just to. And I was looking at this even 1 week ago. And if you don't understand it, it's fine. I'm just telling you to make this even more logical. All the way to 2000. You see how this 618 aligns perfectly with, so we have 618, we have 200 moving average, and we have this support. And they don't have anything to do with each other. They're totally uncorrelated indicators. And I actually have template for this background FIBO. Yeah. Okay. And I'll extend these lines. So you see this red area down here. This is 618, and this is, in trading, this is a golden ratio. And for those who know what I'm doing, I just took this from 0 all the way up to 2000. So we have this zone. It's gonna be massive. Okay, when we're starting to approach this zone of about 8,000, between 8,000 and 7,500, you know, the buy and sell orders, they're gonna be flying. You know, there are gonna be so many, I mean, enormous buyers here that this is just gonna explode. This is gonna be so explosive. And I can show you here as well. Look at this. You see, this is like, if you haven't seen this before, this is an order book. And basically it tells you where people have their orders ready. And if you see this, it's kind of like a wall. This is coming, okay? At 8,000, it starts to come in. You're gonna see some explosive, strong, really strong moves up, because the big money Wall Street, they're coming in. And they're going to take advantage of everybody who's going to be panic selling. And believe me, there's going to be so many people that's going to panic sell here, but you're doing your thing. You're making a research. You're taking your time to look at this, so you're safe, right? You are playing with them. And for the entries, I wouldn't want to go ideally, okay, I'm waiting to touch 200 to 200 moving average. I'm going to make more limit orders, one at 8,000, one a little bit lower. So I'm probably gonna make like 5 entries, spread them out. So let's say that I want to invest 1,000 euro. I'm gonna invest 200 here, 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. You know what I want to say. So that's it. Okay, this is gonna be strong. All right. So this was my first video today. This was in English. I'm gonna make another one in Slovenian because this is this is just so valuable for everybody. And please share this video to everybody who already has cryptocurrencies. And even if it's not Bitcoin, we all know by now that Bitcoin is the USA of the economy. It's the Germany of Europe. It's the most important. So share this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing this all for free. But, as a support, it would really mean a lot if you click that subscribe button. And I appreciate and I thank you so much for that. And yeah, good luck with your trading.